In an unprecedented return to power, Donald Trump, the businessman turned politician turned president again, stands ready to reshape America and the world order. As the 47th President of the United States prepares to take the oath of office, his ambitious agenda promises to transform not just domestic policy, but the entire global landscape. In this report, we unveil the 10 commandments of Trump's second presidency, each one a cornerstone of his vision for America's future. Donald Trump has outlined a bold and controversial plan to end the Russia-Ukraine war, leveraging his signature dealmaker persona while critiquing NATO and U.S. involvement. Trump attributes the conflict to NATO's eastward expansion, which he believes provoked Russian opposition, and has criticized President Biden for escalating tensions by enabling Ukrainian strikes inside Russia, promising to resolve the war within 24 hours through direct negotiation. Trump's strategy involves a multi-pronged approach, pressuring both sides into negotiation, using military aid as leverage, and drawing upon his personal relationship with Vladimir Putin. His plan could involve pushing Ukraine to accept certain territorial compromises, while removing NATO membership from immediate consideration. A move, he argues, would create conditions for lasting peace. However, this approach faces significant challenges. Critics argue it risks undermining Ukraine's sovereignty and rewarding Russian aggression, while supporters see it as necessary pragmatism. The success of Trump's strategy may ultimately depend on his ability to balance these competing interests, while maintaining American leadership in global affairs. The Middle East presents Trump with both immediate challenges and long-term opportunities. Following his influence in brokering a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, his administration faces the complex task of stabilizing a region torn by 15 months of devastating conflict. The delicate ceasefire deal, while promising, requires careful nurturing to yield lasting results. Beyond the immediate Israel-Hamas conflict, Trump's Middle East strategy centers on containing Iran through a renewed maximum pressure campaign. Building on his previous diplomatic achievement, the Abraham Accords, Trump envisions expanding this framework into an unprecedented Middle Eastern alliance, fundamentally altering the region's power dynamics. Donald Trump's vision for NATO represents a fundamental reimagining of the alliance's structure and funding. His persistent criticism of member states' defense spending has evolved into a concrete demand, increasing the current 2% GDP guideline to between 3.5% and 5%. A dramatic escalation that would transform NATO's capabilities in burden-sharing arrangement. Trump's proposed radical reorientation of NATO envisions Europe assuming primary responsibility for ground forces, while the United States shifts focus to air and naval assets. This restructuring aims to address what Trump sees as long-standing imbalances in the alliance, while maintaining its deterrent capability. The implications of this policy extend beyond military readiness. European leaders, anticipating these changes, have begun exploring enhanced defense coordination and capabilities. Critics warn that Trump's approach risks weakening the alliance's security. The alliance's unity, while supporters argue it represents necessary modernization for contemporary challenges. Trump's China strategy combines economic pressure with strategic competition, targeting what he views as decades of unfair practices. His approach encompasses trade imbalances, intellectual property protection, currency manipulation, and military expansion in the South China Sea. Central to this strategy is a complex relationship with President Xi Jinping, balancing personal diplomacy with firm policy positions. Trump's stance on Taiwan and Hong Kong reflects this duality, coupling strong rhetoric with calculated action. The policy aims to fundamentally restructure U.S.-China relations through reduced technological dependence, strategic economic decoupling, and enhanced regional alliances. This comprehensive approach marks a departure from traditional engagement policies. Trump's hemispheric strategy extends from the Arctic Circle to the Panama Canal, representing an ambitious vision for American influence. His interest in Greenland, initially met with skepticism, reflects a broader recognition of the Arctic's strategic importance and natural resource potential. The strategy encompasses strengthened ties with Canada. Despite occasional tension over trade and defense spending, Trump's focus on the Panama Canal emphasizes its crucial role in global commerce and American security interests, particularly given China's growing regional influence. PACET, the idea of border control emerges as a cornerstone of Trump's domestic agenda, with plans for what he terms the largest deportation operation in American history.